Mark Businich reporting from the William Musto Cultural Center in Union City, where the family of Neve Hernandez just spoke to the press. They were here in attendance with their lawyer. The lawyer specifically said the press conference was not held to announce a lawsuit against Hoboken University Medical Center. Instead, he said they are still in the investigative stages, collecting all the medical records to find out why Neve wasn't correctly treated when she was in the hospital. Instead, they said they called this press conference to alert the community, parents, and townships in Hudson County of the necessity, the urgent need to treat any flu-like symptoms to prevent an unnecessary death.
So Stephanie takes Neve down to the Hoboken University Medical Center to see what's the problem, because she's not feeling well. She waits there for 3 hours, finally sees a nurse and then a physician assistant. They tell us that they took a test and that there was no symptoms of any flu. They discharged her without seeing the doctor. Later that evening, around 4 o'clock in the morning and escalating up until 6 o'clock in the afternoon the next day, Neve's temperature starts spiking up again, reaching to a level of 105 degrees or more. At that point, Stephanie called for an ambulance and took her, this time, to Hackensack Hospital, where within 2 hours, Neve was diagnosed with having the flu, H1N1, one of the most serious strains of flu that exist. Within 48 hours, Neve was pronounced dead. At the hospital, she had 4 seizures. The reason for this conference is not to talk about whether she could have survived had she been properly diagnosed. The purpose of this conference is to let all parents know how deadly this particular strain of the flu is and how important it is to have a doctor diagnose and treat the child as soon as possible and to take all reasonable precautions to prevent this from happening.
Another reporter then asked the Hernandez's family lawyer, Louis Zayas, whether he will eventually be filing a lawsuit against Hoboken University Medical Center, and this is what he said.
I've been hired to investigate and advise as to the possibility of such a lawsuit, but that determination is still ongoing because I don't jump the gun unless I've had all the facts. I mean, I had just been retained yesterday. There's medical reports that have to be reviewed, and just because something like this happened doesn't necessarily mean that the hospital's at fault. But we do believe that there's enough evidence to suggest that this was preventable. And that's my goal right now, is to investigate.
This is Mark Businich reporting from the William Musto Cultural Center in Union City for Hudson County View, the eye of the community.